MJ, on the other hand, competed in multiple dunk contests and won 2 of them.
Yeah, I'm done. I'm not
He
watching.
had epic battles.
How the hell Carmelo Anthony ain't top 5? I'll tell you this right now. LeBron James is 10 times better than Michael Jordan ever was. Oh, Steve, Steph Curry sucks. How the hell does Stephen Curry suck?
We fucking suck this year. I can't take it anymore.
You don't even have Melo as a 90?
Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Steve. These type of videos make me freaking laugh now. I'm gonna try and sit through this with you guys because I already know there's gonna be a whole bunch of BS. There might be some truth to this, but we all know this conversation's been over since 2016. Okay, it's not even close. I'm gonna try and sit through this and refute and debunk everything he says. But
Top 10 reasons
if he says
LeBron
some
James
retarded
is
stuff,
not Michael Jordan.
I'm gonna have to click
Reason
away.
number 1. LeBron James is playing in the softest era of basketball.
Oh my, here we go already. Here, I'll give you that. It is a softer era. But you want to know why they do that? They want to protect the players. But it's not even just that. He plays in a more skilled era. Who did Michael Jordan have to guard at his position? MJ played in a big man era. LeBron played in a forward/guard era. Kobe,
I've been watching the NBA
Melo,
for a long time.
D-Wade,
and this era
T-Mac.
is
I can
the
keep
weakest I've
going.
ever seen.
Let me stop.
When I watch a game, it's pretty
KD,
brutal.
Steph.
Trying to sit through an entire game is frustrating. Players are always getting called for the slightest contact. Annoying is seeing a player get called for a flagrant when in the quote-unquote old days, it would be considered a common foul.
So? Yeah, they do that to protect players. Who cares? Who cares? They do that so players don't get injured. They don't want the players to retire retarded like the NFL players do because they have all these head
He
injuries.
was putting up these amazing numbers at a time where if you drove down the lane, 9 out of 10 times you'd be on your back staring at the arena lights. Reason number 2. NBA Finals record. MJ is 6-0 in the finals, and LeBron on the other hand is 3-4. And you.
Here we go. Who did LeBron play compared to who Michael Jordan played? Last time I checked, LeBron played some of the greatest teams of all time. 3 times he played the Golden State Warriors. 3 times he played the San Antonio Spurs. That's 6 out of 8 times he's been to the finals. He's played a top 5 to top 7 team of all time. Last time I checked, none of the teams Michael Jordan played are even on that list. And don't give me the Lakers. Magic was out of his prime. He was old and he was slow. And last time I checked,
could make the
when
case
Michael Jordan tried to guard Magic
2-5.
Johnson, he got in foul trouble. He
MJ
had to switch.
dominated the NBA
He
Finals,
couldn't guard him.
each series ending in 6 games. As in, MJ has never seen a Game 7 in the NBA Finals.
I'll give you that.
King James, on the other hand, has gone to the finals 7 times in a weak-ass Eastern Conference, by the way. And 2 out of 3...
MJ played in an expansion era. 3 expansion teams, 2 of them in the Eastern Conference. What do you have to say about that? Does that not refute and just disprove everything this guy is saying? Okay? And you want to talk about records? Michael Jordan, he played the Lakers once.
He's barely won the title.
Magic was injured and out of his prime.
5 games during the lockout year.
And MJ couldn't even guard him. He had to switch with Scottie.
His second title required a man nicknamed Jesus, literally just saving the Heat in Game 6 of the finals when it seemed like the series was over.
Here we go. Here we go again. I don't understand, man. Ray Allen saved LeBron. So it wasn't LeBron that hit a 3 before Ray Allen. It wasn't LeBron that had a triple-double. Oh, I'm skipping this. I'm not getting copyrighted. I can show footage, it's not in the finals. I'm not getting
LeBron has had better teammates on his title teams than MJ. MJ has always had Scottie Pippen with him, who's a great player. But LeBron has had D-Wade and Chris Bosh for 4 years and only got 2 titles out of it. If you ask me, that's a bit of an underachievement.
When you say stuff like that, you know, I can agree with that, okay? Dwayne Wade, top 15 player of all time. Chris Bosh, top 50 player of all time. I can understand that. Okay, but you're also not understanding. You're not putting everything together. You're just looking at everything by itself. You got to put things together. LeBron played the Warriors. He played the San Antonio Spurs 6 out of 8 times.
With a top 5 goals to play the part of Chris Bosh in this sequel to LeBron James and his Big 3. But Mr. Love didn't play the part too well. MJ never had the offensive weapons LeBron James has had, and you're crazy if you think otherwise. Reason number 4. Jordan accomplished more in less time. I heard ESPN talk about how LeBron is the same age as MJ was at 31, and at that time MJ had 3 rings and so does LeBron. Plus LeBron has 4 MVPs compared to MJ's 3 MVPs at the time. Only problem is LeBron has had 4 more years in his career compared to MJ at this point. MJ came out of college and LeBron came out of high school. LeBron has played 13 seasons to get to his 3 rings and 4 MVPs, while MJ played 9 seasons to get to his 3 rings and 3 MVPs. Not to
So when you say stuff like that, I can't. That's 100% facts. Okay, MJ accomplished more in less time. I'll give you that. MJ had less offensive help. I'll give you that without a doubt. But again, you're not putting everything together.
MJ was retired at the time, trying to jump into baseball. Adding to all this is the fact that MJ missed almost an entire season because of a broken leg people seem to forgot about.
Yeah, that's
He
true.
actually accomplished all this in 8 seasons. Overall, not counting the year which he broke his leg, MJ played 12 seasons with the Bulls and won 6 titles and 5 MVPs.
So when you say stuff like that, I understand there's arguments for both players. However, in my opinion, the arguments for LeBron outweigh the arguments for Jordan. But again, right now, you're speaking facts.
LeBron has
Earlier
played
in the
13
video,
seasons
you were speaking
and has
some
won
bullshit.
3 rings and 4 MVPs. It's a little different, ain't it? Reason number 5. The numbers speak for itself. When you look at MJ and LeBron's stats year by year, Michael's outscored LeBron on a regular basis and averaged more steals. LeBron is a better passer than MJ, and he gets more rebounds because he plays forward. But other than that, MJ was a better player than LeBron.
No. Even Skip Bayless says LeBron is a better all-around player than Michael Jordan. Okay, first of all, LeBron's a better rebounder. LeBron's actually shot less than Michael Jordan did, but shot higher from 3, even though he's a terrible three-point shooter and Michael Jordan isn't. Okay, even though he only took like 1 or 2 in those years, at some points was shooting like 14, 15% from
As
3
I already mentioned,
until they raised the
MJ played in
three-point line
so it was
close.
harder for him to get those numbers.
It's none of my business, though. You know what I'm saying? This is none of my business. But on a real note, again, there's arguments for both players. I'll give you that. But, come on. Everyone knows LeBron's a better all-around player. That's not even a debate. Okay, so I don't want to hear your nonsense. The only thing that people can say about LeBron over MJ is the fact that MJ was 6-0, and he accomplished more in less time.
LeBron played in
When you
Jordan's
say
era,
stuff like that, I
he'd still
understand.
be great, but I don't know how great he really would be. Reason number 6, MJ was a killer on the court, and LeBron is no killer. You've heard the stories. MJ was an assassin on the court. If you trash talk MJ, you'd be in for a long night.
Yeah, just more hype and fairy tales. You want to know the real thing? You want to know what a killer is? 2007, scoring the final 25 points for the Cleveland Cavaliers to defeat the Detroit Pistons to go on to the NBA Finals by himself. Okay? 2012, Game 6 against Boston, 45 points by himself. Oh, rewind time. Oh, February 2009 against Milwaukee, the dude shot like 7 threes in a row and made all 7. 2015 finals,
Maybe the
2016
reason why the
finals,
fans
2017
considered
finals,
Kobe
averaging a
Bryant the
triple
heir
double.
to the
Come on,
throne
man.
after MJ retired, rather than LeBron, was because Kobe was cut from the same cloth as MJ was.
You want to talk about clutch? You want to know who's more clutch than all 3 of these players? Do you really want to know? Carmelo Anthony. So this whole argument about being clutch is irrelevant. It's irrelevant.
Not only that, but when the game is on the line, most people know who's taking the last shot on a last-second shot with a Jordan-led team versus a team led by LeBron. Looking back at LeBron's past playoff performances, LeBron usually defers to a D-Wade, Ray Allen, and most recently, a Kyrie Irving for the last shot.
Oh, fast forward in this too.
There are reports that MJ did not want to retire in 1998, but was forced to because of the ultimatum he made to Bulls management that if Phil Jackson was fired, he would retire.
When the team was broken up in 1998, I wasn't ready to retire, in all honesty, because I felt like we still could compete and still win, But the nature of the business changed, from the Bulls standpoint, from Phil's standpoint, from Dennis, and from Scotty, and here I am. I was just there to pick up the pieces and make my decision to either stay in or rebuild or go somewhere else.
If that had been able to stay together, was your eye on Bill Russell's number? I mean, we talk about Tiger and Jack Nicklaus and majors, championships. The only guy ahead of you out there really is Bill Russell. Did you think about that?
Well, you take it year by year.
Robert Horry.
I do.
Robert Horry.
Fast forward this makes you a god in that city. You can make the case that LeBron is a god in Cleveland. But it still would have been nice if that
Wouldn't say that
happened,
word,
right?
but okay.
Oh yeah, and the decision also. Remember that? LeBron came across pretty arrogant, but all is forgotten in the land right now.
Fast forward.
MJ, on the other hand, competed in multiple dunk contests and won 2 of them. He had epic battles.
Yeah, I'm done. I'm not watching it. How? What the fuck does... Excuse my language. What does a dunk contest have to do with being a better player? What does the decision have to do with being a better player? That doesn't make sense. You're just trying to nitpick things that you don't like because your arguments don't hold up. The only arguments you have is that MJ accomplished more in less time, and that he has a better NBA Finals record, which is really, irrelevant because he didn't play the competition that LeBron did. He played the Spurs 3 times. Guess what? He played the Golden State Warriors 3 times. That's 6 out of 8 times. The other 2 teams were the Dallas Mavericks and the Oklahoma City Thunder. And even then, every single one of those teams had a top 20 player of all time. 07, Tim Duncan. Tony Parker, one of the best point guards ever. 2011, Dirk Nowitzki, a top 15 player of all time. 2012, Kevin Durant. And then you also have Russell Westbrook, who's going to be a beast. Do I have to keep going with the Warriors? Do we not have to talk about Steph Curry? Do we even have to talk about Kevin Durant? Come on, man. You be talking some bull. Really. And then this whole clutch thing. That doesn't just mean you're a better scorer. Who can score in the clutch? That doesn't mean you're clutch. You want to know what's clutch? Grabbing a clutch rebound. Getting a clutch stop. Getting a clutch steal. Rotating when you should have to prevent someone from getting an easy bucket if he beats your man. There's a whole bunch of aspects in terms of clutch. What you're doing is you're nitpicking things, but you're not putting it together. If you nitpick, at least put all the puzzle pieces together. I'm putting them all together. The stuff that you said when you were stating that Michael Jordan accomplished more in less time, that's facts. That's without a doubt an argument for Michael Jordan. However, when you look at the competition LeBron's played, that explains why he is a worse finals record. But last time I checked, when LeBron didn't have help, he still carried his team, and Michael Jordan couldn't even get out the first round without Scottie Pippen. Okay, I don't want to hear that. And you want to know something funny? You want to talk about dominant teams? When Michael Jordan retired, the Bulls lost 2 less games, and they still made it to the Eastern Conference semifinals. When LeBron left Cleveland, they went from 66-16 to 61-21 in his last year, all the way down to 19 wins. That explains a lot. Michael Jordan is a great player, and he's definitely the 2nd greatest player of all time, but he's not better than LeBron James. I could sit here for another 20 minutes explaining why, but I'm not going to because I have like 10 videos on this. Come on, man. And then at the end, you had the audacity to start saying a dunk contest and the decision. What does that have to do with being a better player? You're just nitpicking. At the end of the day, I put the puzzle pieces together. When you say something that's true, I say it's true. But you? He did the dunk contest. He played in a weaker era. No, he did not. He plays in a more skilled era. Who did Michael Jordan have to guard at his position? Tell me. Who did he have to guard in the finals at his position? Or in the league in general? Last time I checked, Michael Jordan played in a big man era. Patrick Ewing, Shaquille O'Neal, Karl Malone, Hakeem the Dream Olajuwon. The list can go on. He even played with Kareem at some points in time. The list can go on. But you want to know something funny? LeBron James not only played against both forwards, guards, he also guarded all 5 positions. But it's not just that. LeBron played against Kobe, played against Dwayne Wade, against Tracy McGrady, against Paul Pierce, against Carmelo Anthony. You know the funny thing is, he also played against Allen Iverson. Played against Stephen Curry. The list can really go on and on and on. Played against Jason Kidd. Played against Chris Paul. And guess what? He guarded all of them. And all of those players are top 50 of all time, and most of them are top 25 ever. Michael Jordan didn't have to guard top 25 ever. So I don't want to hear that nonsense. LeBron's better than MJ. the discussion is over. It's been over since the 2016 finals. I'm out of here, man. Fucking guy.
It's the dunk contest.
Fucking idiot, man.